Hi, welcome to DoD Official Mailroom at CharterConductor.com. We're looking at our X-Type motor, governor style. Here's a PSG motor, governor, diesel motor governor, and we're gonna, with the tube taken out of it, I suppose it goes the other way, actually that's the gear side of it. Alright, starting from the bottom, the gear to gear. We drew this in our other side shot, and basically this is from the side. Regulating port, there's going to be a gap. That gap is going to come back to this paper right here. That regulating port is controlled by the overspeed linkage, which is going to be 1. It's going to pass through the regulating port and the control lane for the plunger. This is a small pump, which the check valves keep together, mashed together right there. We have our check valve, our inlet oil supply, and optional oil supply inlet with check valves, like I showed you. Check valves are ball bearings. Starting from the top, this would be your flyweights in the center of the X-Type motor, and so we had our flyweights right here. We've redesigned our flyweights. They go on top. We are building, this is kind of like a diagram of a governor. This right here is a overspeed trip for a V engine. We're going to do this in a 1-cylinder engine. A 4-cylinder X-Type 2-stroke cycle. These are check valves. These control the oil line and cylinders, 4 cylinders, which is not really done very often. But that's going to be our off button. The valve check is going to be our total emergency shutdown. So we had our PSG drawn out here. Some other models we could go on the top. And this is a distributor for a steam engine, which is going to be an accumulator of fuel testing the overpressure right on top of the governor, so there's no swinging weights. It's all weighted by the fuel pressure. Alright, seeing that we have the X-Type motor, head block, we were going to do the stub shaft on the camshaft with the air filter, with the turbocharger, and this is a different type X-Type motor. This is number 2, not 3. This governor's for number 3. But I just wanted to show you the fuel passage around the X-Type motor. But alright, here's the overspeed linkage. It runs on the camshaft. It trips the hatch and pulls the fuel linkage on a rocker arm. Here's the plunger going straight up. We're going to build that on the top, and then we're going to fill in the centers right there. We got our emergency shutoff linkage, which is a square type rhombus on the valve passage check valves. Notice they have a center and 2 curved passes so it can go 90 degrees. And each one of those rotates 4 rotators on the side, okay? I draw this by hand, and we're going to look at the 4 rotators. So when I turn this, it turns the rotary check valve and shuts the fuel off. For the other X-Type governor, X-Type motor governor. I just picked this one to lay it on top of because this one shows my fuel and water lines when you didn't have a 2 pressure stroke. The check valve, it was going to go in here, and it's going to make its way around the the loop, the little curved one means it didn't slip. It hangs a right, goes down to the bottom right hand quadrant, which is then picked up and brought back to here's our T-cross, and it brings it back into the bottom one, and then comes back up into the third one, and then comes back down into the fourth one, so the fuel keeps to the top. At the bottom of that, we had our gear housing, where the drive shaft is. It's going to turn into this gear pump, which runs on that first regulating port with the control hand on the plunger. And what we're doing is we're drawing. We got a circle, and we're going to draw the pass and get to work. All right, thank you for watching the governor start. The start of the governor drawing. I hope that filled your head with ideas.